Hey everybody, how's it going? Hope you're having a lovely day. So about half a month ago, I did this video titled Google is Killing Authentic Websites and I Made It Worse. And in that video, I'm talking about the fact that I've had a website that for many years ranked number 1 to number 3 on Google for a number of different search terms, and for other terms around 7 to 12, maybe sometimes 7 to 15. And one of the problems that I've had recently is that my website just went off of Google altogether. I'm not saying I went down from number 15 to number 17. I'm not saying I'm down on page 2. I'm saying in the top 100 fucking results, you could go to page 10 on Google or 15 on Google, and I just didn't show up whatsoever. I work with good web developers. I've worked with good SEO people. I've worked with people that did very good work on other projects, and all the king's horses and all the king's men could not get Rossman Repair on Google again. This was a very big problem for me. And I was this close to just giving up and saying, fuck it, I give up on this business altogether. Maybe I should just close. Salem Techsperts has done a number of different videos going over just how fucked it is to be in the type of business that I am right now. There's a lot of things working against this entire industry in spite of the fact that Google has just removed my rankings so that I just don't show up anymore. And I started working with Gemini. I had to pay to use Google Takeout with Google Drive. I was paying for it because I wanted to use Google Takeout to get a copy of all my videos. It's very buggy if you click video by video, but it's much better if you just tell just to export to Google Drive. I was already paying $250 a month for this 30 terabyte plan that I didn't really need, and it comes with Google Gemini Pro AI and all this other shit. So I'm just thinking, this is Google's algorithm. This is Google's search engine. This is Google's AI. Maybe I can ask it what's going on my website. And I started asking what's going on my website. Get to number 17. Get to number 9. And I just kept going on with this, just chipping away at my website, or removing every single fucking thing that make it sound like I wrote it and asking what would Google want to be there. And guess where I am today? Number 1. Now I know that this is something that is a little sticky, that may not stay there, but the point that at any given point in time, that by replacing my website that I put together over 15 and 16 years, kept building and writing so that it sounds like I wrote it, has been eroded by some bullshit that Gemini spat out in 10 minutes. That really fucking pisses me off. I'm happy. I'm happy that there's potentially a future for my company after a little bit of restructuring. I'm happy that I have an idea that if I focus on this thing that I'm not wasting my fucking time. But man, am I angry. Because if this worked for me, and honestly, the smart thing to do at this point would be to not say anything. The smart thing to do would be to shut the fuck up and try to figure out how to get my company back on top and stay there and not tell any of you. The stupid thing to do would be to make this video so that everybody else knows maybe I should just do this and pay this money for Gemini or use the free version and ask it, what should I say if I want my website to be number 1? Come up with the best possible prompt for SEO auditing. Here is the person that you're trying to help. Here is what their problems are. And you just keep feeding it back into itself. You do this thing where you give it a prompt and then you look at what the prompt was and you're like, okay, well, I think this should be better in these ways. Let me ask it for a better one. And then just keep doing that over and over and over again. You just keep breaking it down into these hundreds of thousands of little sub-projects and sub-projects of sub-projects, and then working it back together. I hate that is how I've spent my time over the past 2 months. I hate what my company website looks like. But I can't argue with results. Number 1. That's insane. I've been trying to do that just to get back on Google for a year. And I'm number 1 immediately because of this bullshit. And I appreciate all the comments that I've gotten from my last video, by the way. Thank you. At the same time, I've been flooded with emails saying, Louis, just makes the text on your website white so that Google, and just make the text on your website white on a white background so that it's like, dude, that hasn't worked since GeoCities in 1999. Maybe Craigslist in 2002. I'm sure you could game Craigslist in 2002 with some of the stuff that's been in my inbox. But dude, the internet as you know it is going to change so fundamentally. When it's not like you may go from number 3 to number 2. You're not going from number 15 to number 12 based on having a robot write your shit. You're going from being invisible to number 1 by telling the robot, rewrite all this crap so that it sounds like this. This was a proof of concept for me to figure out if that was actually doable. And now that the proof of concept has been proven, I'm sad. I wanted to share this with you. I wanted to share the progress, and I just needed to rant. This is a useless rant video, a throwaway rant video, but I am fucking pissed off right now because again, a lot of the suggestions that I've gotten from people was stuff like, why don't you just say, this is my fake website, here's my real website, and it's like, customer psychology, people who need data recovery, people who've dropped their phone into the toilet, people who are doing stuff for law enforcement, if they have a choice of a number of different companies to go to, and I'm the only one that says, by the way, bro, this is my fake website so I can game the system. Here's my real website, click here. That just don't spell trust for a service that's going to cost between $400 to $2,000, depending on how fucked up your particular drive is, and it's not something that is going to be beneficial. So now now that I've done this proof of concept and I see that it works, now I have to go through the process of figuring out, okay, how do I take the bullshit that the stupid fucking piece of shit AI spit out and make it sound like something that's in my voice that I wrote, while simultaneously not losing my ranking? Because again, if you lose your Google ranking as a small business, you are done. You are done. Or even if you're not done, you are going from a 30-person company to a 2-person or 6-person company, or in my case, going from a 6-person company to a less than 6-person company. This is stupid. Like I hate the modern internet. I really do. And I hate even doing this video. Like it was conflicting for me because I don't ever use the I word because I don't like ask you to buy Raycons or Audible or any of that bullshit. But I have enough subscribers that there are people watching this video that are probably going to try doing this to their own site. So I want to rant about it because somebody needs to talk about the fact that the entire internet is being incentivized to move towards this bullshit of being machine generated. But simultaneously, there's also a lot of people who are going to watch this and do this to their site, meaning I'm going to see more of what it is that I hate by virtue of sharing this. At the very least, this video is really, it's not even necessarily about you. It's cathartic. It's for me so that you understand. I just needed an outlet for how pissed off I am at this entire thing. I've never succeeded at something and been this angry at the same time. Like, I am so happy that I may actually have a future for my business. And I'm so mad at the same time. That's that. This is just purely me yelling for 6 minutes and 48 seconds about how annoyed I am at everything. I'll see you in the next video. Bye now.